Hello, boys and girls. This is Mr. Shy coming to you from Shy Crib 2.0, and this is episode 3. And I know things look a little different. I will explain. I bought a new keyboard, as you can tell, and I'm going to be performing live, doing intimate performances of just vocal, me singing to you, playing piano, and what I'm doing a teaser of here is my single Superstar, which was the same name as my debut CD album, which I put out about 150 years ago. Wait, take off a zero, 15 years ago, debut CD, and then about 5 years later, I had a bunch of remixes done of many of the tracks off that album, and did a vinyl only, for DJs only, 1,000 copies of a dance remix album called Remix, and I'm going to talk about that as well because I have news to update you with on that. And but yeah, this is Superstar. So precious is life, we're afraid to live. Sharing it with someone would be like giving in. That's somewhere you've never been. So precious is life, it's why love's around. Someone who will make you feel you're on solid ground. When will that someone be found? And you wonder who will love you, fall for everything that you are. Who will love you and be your one and only star? Who will love you and everything that's led you to now, you'll forget somehow, yeah. Anyway, I apologize. That was a little more than a teaser. But I'm learning songs. I'm kind of learning all of my whole catalog of music, or a lot of it, and then also doing covers. I'll be doing a mix of covers and originals. And sorry about that. That's my phone going off. And I plan on doing a show at, it's called, I've got to put my glasses on. It's called Bread and Wine. Bread and Wine. And a good friend of mine is sort of hooking this up. It'll be my debut show, if you can see it here. And once I'm ready, once I've got these songs locked down, back of my hand, and I can perform for like a good hour, I'll be ready to do a show. I think they do bookings. It's a nice sort of cafe, restaurant, and they set up a performance. They do full bands. They do just, solo or 2-3 piece. And I know they book Tuesdays and Thursdays, so it could be a Thursday. And it's on the Upper East Side of Manhattan. I'll give you all the details. I'll put it in the links below. What do they say when they're doing a podcast? Look below, and I'll give you all the info on that. I've got a website, mr-shy.com. I am on good old-fashioned social media, Instagram, Facebook. So the first news item is, the second. The first is what I've covered, and that is I've got a new keyboard, portable piano. I'll be putting it under my arm and then trotting out to local venues to do live performing. So that's news item number 1. Number 2 is I am taking the remaining vinyl records, which I have about 200, maybe 300. We pressed up 1,000 of my remixed album, this. And it came with a booklet. this, which was sort of on top of it. And I've now got this in several, well, two at the moment, but there will be more, record stores. It's a remix album, dance remix by assorted DJs of songs off of my debut CD, Superstar, which is this guy right here. Anyway, this album, the vinyl remix album, is now in record stores. So if you want a copy, definitely check that out. They're in right at the moment. We have two stores. A store here in New York. It's Rock and Soul Records. It's in Midtown Manhattan. You can look them up. They have a website. They're also on Instagram. Again, it's Rock and Soul Records. And in New Jersey, in Princeton, the record store, I got to get my glasses here, is Princeton Record Exchange. And they're pretty much right in town, right in the campus part of Princeton. If you're in those areas, you can get my vinyl album, which was released just as a exclusive for promotion only. And we ran through about, I think we distributed about 700. So I have several boxes still remaining. So I thought, why not just put them in stores? The store in Princeton, you can get the CD and the vinyl. And I do hope to have another guest on for episode 4. I think it'll probably be every other episode I'll have a guest. Not for this. For this one, I'll be doing 2 songs. And one is Mr. Shy, which is a song that I wrote, which then became my performing name. And I wrote it about 25 years ago. And then I'm going to do a really good cover, which I loved growing up, loved TKO, which is Teddy Pendergrass. I do want to talk about just music and culture. I don't want to get into it too much right now, but certainly all the stuff we're going through, and I think I've touched on this before, there's just a lack of good music that's feel good. Love songs. I mean, it's kind of corny. But I don't know how many people are doing those these days. And I think what the world needs now is love, sweet love. And I think that song sums it up, because it does. And I think there's a flag. It's probably out of frame now, but it's called the American flag. And it's not. People seem to want to brush it aside. They're not proud to be American and from America, and we're seeing the fruits of that bad culture, because I don't know any other country that provides the freedoms that this country provides. If you can name one, please put it in the bloop blop, put it in the comment section below. I'm trying to be a professional podcaster, but and we're very much a divided country right now, and it's not a normal division. I think it's really been engineered by the media, and so it's we're in extraordinary times right now. The first song, this one is Mr. Shy, and again, I wrote this in 1994. Gosh, a long time ago. Do I want to share the backstory? There was this beautiful woman in a restaurant, and I could have said hi. I could have done something. Instead, I just froze, and I just went home, just feeling just so I don't know, frustrated. And so I kind of wrote this third-person song that someone is firing this guy called Mr. Shy because he's dropping the ball, and so that's kind of the idea behind those lyrics. So here it is, Mr. Shy. Mr. Shy, you've been with us for for so many years, and you've been so good to us. I wanna make that clear. I know you'll find a place with other guys. Realize, Mr. Shy, we all think you're the coolest guy, Mr. Shy. It's hard to find the words, but I'm gonna try, Mr. Shy. The rules keep changing in the mating game, and I'm like you, I wish things would just stay the same. But the days of charm and romance are gone. We must move on, Mr. Shy. We've got to keep pace with the changing times, Mr. Shy. Oh, it breaks my heart, it breaks my heart to say goodbye. Whoa, 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 whoa. Goodbye to Mr. Shy. Goodbye. Whoa, 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 whoa. Goodbye to Mr. Shy. Goodbye. And whoa, 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 whoa. Goodbye to Mr. Shy. Last week you didn't act like a man. She was in the palm of your hand. You did nothing at all. I'm afraid you dropped the ball, Mr. Shy. Whoa, 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 whoa. Goodbye to Mr. Shy. Goodbye. Whoa, 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 whoa. Goodbye to Mr. Shy. Goodbye. And whoa, 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 whoa. Goodbye to Mr. Shy. Goodbye. Goodbye, Mr. Shy. And this also, by the way, is on another album. I'm not going to talk about this one in this episode, but I was in a band called New Soul Orchestra, and that song is featured on that album. And I might get that in stores as well. Here's the album. It's a New Soul Orchestra. And the second song that's featured in this episode is a cover, and this one is Teddy Pendergrass, who did the original. I don't know if there's been other versions of it, but this is the one I know and that I grew up with, and it's called Love TKO. And it's a great, sexy, slow jam. Kind of sad if you know the lyrics. It's, you know, you're being knocked out in a relationship, and you got to pick up the pieces and get moving again in life. And it's kind of a similar theme to Mr. Shy, and that was not deliberate. But so yeah, it's a Love TKO, and I'm going to be again performing it on this new piano and singing. And just by the way, this big grand piano behind me, I am not done playing it, but it's just a really hard thing to record, both audio and video. It's a big production, and sorry about that. And since I'm introducing my new venture into live performing, I figured I might as well introduce the new piano and perform on this instead. So anyway, this is Love TKO, and it was a Teddy Pendergrass song, I think from the mid-late 80s. So I hope you like it, and here it is. Oh yeah. Looking back over the years, I guess I shedded some tears. Told myself time and again
this time I'm gonna win. But another fight, things ain't right, I'm losing again. Takes a fool to lose twice and start all over again. Think I better let it go. Looks like another love TKO. Oh, I think I better let it go. Looks like another love TKO. Tried to take control of the love took control of me. 'Cause you lose all thoughts, sense of time, and have a change of mind. Taking the bumps and the bruises of all the things of a two-time loser. Trying to hold on, but my faith is gone. It's just another sad song. Think I better let it go. Looks like another love TKO. Oh, I think I better let it go. Oh, looks like another love TKO. Whoa, love TKO. Whoa, love TKO. Looks like another love TKO. Looks like another love TKO. I think I got to let it go.
And another song that I'm learning is, it was new to me, but a friend recommended it. It's one of her favorites, and it's called Love is the Answer. It's a cover. I didn't write this one.
Name your price, a ticket to paradise. I can't stay here anymore, and I've looked high and low. I've been from shore to shore to shore. If there's a shortcut, I'd have found it, but there's no easy way around it. Light of the world, shine on me. Love is the answer.
So that's a little teaser there. And then I'm going to go back to give you a little teaser. Okay, come on, commercials. I'm like figuring out originals, my songs, and covers, and I equally don't know both of them. I've got to learn my own songs again. There's one or two favorite songs of mine that I kind of know from memory, but most of them I've got to learn again. And this is Love the Way You Loved.
I don't miss the craziness, the arguments that were endless, but I loved, yes I loved the way you loved. And I don't miss the unhappiness. Why couldn't there be less of this? Boy, I loved, yes I loved the way you loved.
Still learning them.
Oh, yes I loved, yes I loved the way you loved. I love the way you loved, and I love the way you loved. I loved the way you loved, and I'm not thrilled being alone. My heart is feeling more like stone. Boy, I loved, yes I loved the way you loved. Oh, yes I loved the way you loved.
So, there you go. I'm not going to give you any other teasers. You're going to have to come out and see my show. And again, I think the first show will be at a place called Bread and Wine. And once I have a date, I will certainly let you know on my Instagram, my social media, my website, and very excited to embark on this new live performing, just me and piano. I had a band when I first did my, I'll take these glasses off, when I first did my CD, Superstar, which is here. I put together a band that year, which was 2006, 2007. And full band is a hard thing when you're doing all originals, and it lasted for about a year, and then I kind of just got back in the studio, and then I did a lot of remixing or just projects with new DJs and producers, and just began to just do singles from my studio. And I really have not been back live, other than a band that I was in for a few years that was kind of more of a fun side project. But this me doing a live thing is new, and also really doing piano and vocals. A full performance is kind of a new thing for me. I grew up playing drums. The next guests that I want to get on, I hope to have my cousin, and this I guess is a little bit of name dropping and clout chasing, but if I talk to him, he sometimes comes into the city when he's performing live with Sting. He is Sting's guitar player. He's sort of the royalty of my family, and pick his brain about that, the world of real, touring and performing with a major artist like Sting. And again, he kind of helped introduce him, and his older sister introduced myself and my brothers to music. Really, his older sister, probably even before I was born, when my oldest brother was just a wee little lad. She taught him, I think, guitar, and then from there he got into music. Then my other brother got into music, and then I got into music. And the youngest brother of that family, my dad's brother's family, is Dominic Miller, and so that would be a great catch if I can bring him on, and I hope to have him for the next episode. If not, there's also someone who is a club promoter and a good friend of mine, and I'd like to get him on. So that's about it for now. This is ShyCast here at the Shy Crib 2.0, and you can find me on social media, on Instagram, on Facebook. These podcasts I have them on YouTube. I've got a channel on Rumble. I also plan to have a channel on BitChute. But if you're on YouTube, hit the subscribe button and also hit the alerts button. So when I have new episodes, you'll be alerted. And if you're on Rumble, be sure to just rumble me. That's what they call it. So signing off, this is Mr. Shy. The piano, my oldest brother, I sort of took his lead because he's pretty good, although he's a guitar player. And this is a song that I wrote when I was literally 14. Oh yeah. Kind of like progressive jazzy. I was trying to do as complicated chords as I possibly could. Love sends a message to you and me, telling us to agree on being one. That's my piano. That's my phone.